I think I found my Grail watch. Really? Yeah. Thing is, I got it 26 years ago. Yeah, let's have a look. Hi and welcome back to the Watchful Magpie. I'm Gideon, and today I just thought I'd talk about Grail watches. It's kind of interesting, and we all toss it about as a really useful topic to kind of go, what would you have if, and what would you do if you had as much money as you could possibly want? And that varies between people. For me, as I said, I've been looking through my collection sort of thinking, oh, what would be my Grail watch? Ultimately, what would I really want to have? And I'm honestly struggling a little bit. I'm not going to spend money, that's crazy money. I'm not going to win the lottery, so that restricts what I can spend. But I've got a hit list, and that's a fair hit list. So let's take a look at that. So, what's on my Grail hit list? Well, do you know what? One of the things is I've already got my Omega, which was my Grail originally, but I've also got this beautiful Oris New York Harbor Aquas, the New York edition. It's a limited edition. It's green mother of pearl, and it's quite spectacular the way the light plays upon it. And you'll see some of those images coming up in the screen. I really like that. And a while back, I was kind of wandering through all the different shops and stores. In fact, I was in Las Vegas at one point. It's in this incredible watch store in the Venetian, and there was just a spectacular choice. And if your imagination's allowed to run wild, then why not just kind of look. You can look, you don't have to buy. And there were a definite list of things that I came up with. First on the list has been the Rolex Explorer 2 in Arctic White. I'm really taken by that watch. It's just incredibly legible. It's 42 mils, I think, at the moment, and I really like it. I've always liked it. I picked up an earlier version of that, around about 22 years ago, and I just thought it was too light, and I didn't like it, and I didn't buy it, which is a bit of a bummer, really, because at that point it was going to cost $2,500, and now it's probably worth about $10,000. So there you go, just the way the cookie crumbles. So so first on the list was the Rolex Explorer 2 Arctic White. Lovely, and that is round about £8,500 in the UK, and that includes all the sales tax and everything. Really like that. So that's kind of, I think, top of the list. However, it's got a new person to share that with, which is the Omega Aquaterra Small Seconds in Sedna Gold, well actually stainless steel and Sedna Gold. It's really a beautiful watch. It's 41 millimeters. It is currently £9,800, which is just a gigantic amount of money. And I've tried one of those on, and unfortunately it fits beautifully and it looks quite amazing. So I've kind of fallen in love with that, but it is a crazy amount of money. So I've been looking around about what other ways could I buy that and reduce that cost. And actually I can certainly find savings anywhere between £1,500 to £3,000 or £4,000, depending on how I buy it. If I buy it new, obviously it costs more, but there are obviously people selling beautifully high condition used ones, which are more than acceptable. So different ways of buying them. So Rolex Explorer 2, Aquaterra Small Seconds in stainless steel and Sedna Gold. Then, having failed miserably to be impressed with any of the Rolex authorized dealers that I've bumped into and talked to, who tell me at least 5 years until you can get, access to anything, and they're pretty snobbish with it as well. I don't like their attitude towards customers. I've kind of gone over to a different angle altogether and gone, okay, it doesn't have to be Rolex. There's plenty of other fish in the sea, plenty other ones to enjoy, and one of those seems to be Zenith, which I'd never really looked at properly before, but they have quite a range that I like. The first one I came across that I really liked was the Defy Revival. That's like a 37 millimeter watch that they do red, turquoise, and a sort of a kind of browny color, and that's around £6,500. There's the Chronomaster, which is gorgeous with the 3 different colored dials, and it's a chronometer, and that's around £10,000. And 41 millimeters. Then there's the Skyline, which again, I've seen this in person. It's a beautiful watch. I'm not sure I'm convinced by the small dial being 1/10 of a second and whizzing around all the time. That might drive me a little bit wild or make me think time's passing too fast, but still a beautiful watch and quite simplistic. That's £8,300 that I can find it at, and again 41 millimeters. So quite a lot of choice. And again, if I was to compare something that looks like the Omega small seconds with stainless steel and Sedna gold, there's the Chronomaster Sport, which is steel and rose gold from those guys, and that's round about, well, you might as well call it £15,000, which is just, you know, that's crazy money. So that's kind of my hit list at the moment, and I'm always open to other ideas. If you guys have any ideas, to tell me in the comments that I should look at. I've got a pretend budget of £10,000. There's no way I have got that at the moment, sadly, but hey ho, we can always hope, and there's always the lottery, right? And you know, hence the walls behind me. It kind of helps me look at stuff and I go, okay, you know, if money was no object, what would I have? And I think the answer is it'd still be more than one watch. I love my watches. I've got quite a great collection here, and I love everything that I've got. Some I get bored with, but that's okay. So there you go. Thanks for sticking this long in the video. I'd love to know what you think your Grail watch is and you'd like to go for in the comments. So please do tell me that, and your thoughts on the watch I've talked about it. In the meantime, don't buy a watch you don't love and you can't afford, and take care right there. Until next time, I'll see you around. Thanks very much indeed.